Hi, honey, I'm home. I sure do have a powerful thirst. A nice cold beer would sure taste good. Here, honey, I got you a new kind. A new kind? Why didn't you just get the regular stuff? Here, try this. I got you a Stellar Artois. A Stellar what? A Stellar Artois. Never mind, just give me that weak-kneed beer so I can go puke. Huh. Hey, that tastes pretty good. Thanks, honey. You're welcome. Hi, everybody. Brady the Honest Woodcutter's here. And what we got going on today is I've got a bunch of persimmon here on my truck. Something I rarely cut. I just don't come across it very often. But I cut this tree down. These people had posted it in Marketplace that they had this tree cut or tree fall down in their backyard, nearly into the lake, but not quite. And I told them I would come cut it up for them, not knowing what it was until I got there. I was like, oh, persimmon, well, that's interesting. And then I realized, man, this stuff is sticky. It's sappy. You can see the ones down here that have the wood chips stuck to them. It's because it's all sappy. I mean, look, I can't even wipe it off. So I decided, well, I'll just stack this and let it season for a while. But I'm going to end up taking it down to the new place, most likely, and either season it and burn it. Or I did find out that you can use this for smoking meat since it is a fruit wood. So I might try that too once it seasons out. But it's got to season because that is some green stuff. So anyway, I've got a bunch of pine here that I picked up several months ago. A guy had answered my ad for firewood to cut and said, yeah, I got some pine and I've got some oaks he said you can have. Well, what he didn't tell me is that he wanted me to cut down all these damn pine trees for him first before he'd let me have the oak. And it ended up being a pain in my ass, more trouble than it was worth. And I finally told him I got better shit to do than being out here cutting this freaking worthless crap that I don't even want. So I walked away and left it. The mess is still there. There's probably about 15 pine trees there on the ground as well as an oak, and I'm just not going to go back and mess with it. You know, I'm tired of messing with people trying to waste my time. And so anyway, I'm gonna unload this persimmon and put it right here in front of this crappy pine that I'll end up burning too. And I'm gonna talk to you guys. I got some stuff to discuss today. We're gonna talk about cheap ass people, okay, and their expectations. So let me start unloading this and I'll talk to you. Stuff, I'll tell you that much. So anyway, Charlie Brooks and I have both had problems with wood buyers. He had an order from an old man for 17 cords. He wanted to fill his barn with good firewood. And so Charlie's been counting on that, having that for income. As you probably well know, Charlie didn't get his job with the railroad, and so he's just stuck at home working on that farm for free. So all he does really on the side to make money is firewood, just like I do. And so he was really counting on that order. Well, he found out through the grapevine that the old man had bought wood from somebody else. And so I don't know the whole story, but Charlie said basically, make a long story short, he bought from somebody that was sold it to him cheaper. He told Charlie, I can't afford your price. And I bought it from somebody who sold it to me for $130 a cord, and they stacked it for free. Well, that's freaking ridiculous. Nobody can afford to do that. I mean, $150 a cord plus a stacking fee plus a delivery fee, which Charlie waived. He told him, okay, I'm going to waive the delivery fee for you then. But in the meantime, he went ahead and ordered from somebody else. I hate these jackasses. I mean, it pisses you off because you got plans for that. You already start going out and you're starting to make the product for somebody. You start to cut a whole bunch of wood 16-inch the way they want it, and then they tell you, oh, well, I bought it from somebody else that was cheaper. Well, I'm sorry, people, but it's not 1955 anymore. This is 2021, for Christ's sake. Everything's gone up in price. Inflation is eating us all up. I mean, we're all in the same boat here, people. We're all in the same. We all got the same problems. We're all in the same boat. We all got stuff to pay for. Everything's gone up in price. Files have gone up in price. Chains have gone up in price. Gas has gone up in price. Rubber's gone up in price. It costs a lot of money to maintain all the shit that we need to run a firewood business, even part-time. I wish people would freaking learn this. I don't know where they got the idea that firewood was supposed to be cheap. It was, you know, cheap is not the idea. Okay, I can say I'm trying not to bitch here because I don't want to piss this guy off because he's my buddy, and you know, and I see his point. I do see his point, but my customer told me the other day that he can almost buy propane for what firewood costs now, and I'm thinking, okay, it's going to cost you like two tanks of propane to get you through the winter at $3 or $3.50 a gallon. You're looking at, you know, roughly $700 to $800 a year for propane, whereas he's getting firewood from me for $500, and that'll carry him through that'll carry him through all the really, really cold stuff, so he won't need to burn that much propane. So it's probably going to come out the same, honestly, because he's still going to have to burn some propane, so it probably comes out the same, but that's not the point. It's never been the point. The point is that firewood is, first of all, it's about self-reliability, self-sufficiency. It's something you could do to help yourself and not have to pay a propane supplier. It's also helping out somebody like me who does this to make. I'm not really making a living off of it. This is a side gig. My main living is taking care of those two old people that I live with and maintaining the house, maintaining the lawn, and cooking for us. Those things. Those are the things. That's how I earn my living. Everything I do with firewood is my personal money. That's my side money. And that's why the majority of it goes right back into the business, buying chainsaws, buying chains, bars, equipment, whatnot I need. That's where the majority of my money goes, right back into my business. That's how I've been able to amass a collection of over 20 chainsaws in 2 years' time. But so yeah, this was never about being cheap. It was about, it's a way of life. Burning firewood is a way of life. And I wish, you know, if you don't enjoy it, then don't burn firewood. That's fine with me. I don't care. But don't tell me that my price is too high, because I can't do it any cheaper. If I can't turn $1 on this, if I can't make a little profit, there ain't no point. There's no point in me doing it. I mean, as it is, I figure it's barely above a minimum wage job anyway. Barely above, if above at all. I'm not even paying to maintain the truck. My Uncle James takes care of the maintenance on the truck. I help him with a few things. I do pay the gas on it. I buy all the gas for the truck because I'm the one that uses it the most. And I help with a few little things. I'm getting ready to change the spark plugs on it, and I do little maintenance things on it. But for the most part, he pays for everything that goes on that truck. So, I mean, if I had to pay for the maintenance on the truck too, I'd be making nothing. I really would. I wouldn't be making anything. And so I just, you know, I don't need the fucking guilt trip when I go to sell somebody firewood. Oh, your prices are too high. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to put a second mortgage on my house. Well, I don't, you know, that's your problem, not mine, buddy. It's not my problem. I mean, I'm selling it at the rate that everybody else is getting now. Firewood down here in the Ozarks, and no, when I say this. This is one of the cheapest places in the country to buy firewood, because it's one of the cheapest places in the country to live. I get $55 a face cord, a rank, a rick, whatever you call it. It's all the same thing. I get $55, and I do plan on going up to $60 next year. I'd like to go up to $60 this year, but seeing as I'm going to be cutting off my firewood business soon, I'm probably not going to get to put another price increase on it this year. But I charge $55, and I deliver up to about 20 miles. I mean, you can't beat that. Most people charge for delivery, period. Most of you guys I know are charging a delivery fee, period. Even if you go 5 miles down the road, there's a delivery fee. I don't do that, you know. And so I'm already not making enough. I'm making a lot of money on this product anyway. But I do make some, and I enjoy what I do. I take pride in what I do. I take pride in the rapport that I build with my customers and the people that I've met down here, you know. It's a source of pride to me. It gives me a sense of self-worth. It gets me out of the house. It lets me enjoy the sunshine and all that. But I ain't doing it for free, and I'm sure as hell not going to do it and not make any profit on it. So, people need to get over this sense that, well, firewood should be cheap. God, man, I used to remember when I used to build I used to pay a penny a stick for it. Well, yeah, back when Moses walked the earth, maybe they did, but no, not now. And so it's really hard. It makes it really hard on people like Charlie and me and a lot of you other guys when some jerk off comes along and says, oh, I'll sell it to you for $35 a face cord, and if you're a senior citizen, I'll even give you a 20% discount. There ain't no money in that. I don't give discounts to nobody. Everybody pays the same price. It costs me the same amount of money to produce a product no matter who I sell it to, so I don't give people a discount. It's not that I'm heartless. It's just that I can't do it. I can't start cutting my price and I can't cut my price for anybody. I just can't. There's not enough profit margin in it for the amount of work that goes into it. That's another point I wanted to bring up. It probably takes 8 hours to build a load of firewood, to go out and cut it, haul it home, unload it, run it through the splitter, put it back on the truck, and deliver it. It's a solid 8 hours. It takes an entire day. To make a load of firewood and deliver it. So why the hell should I sell it for $40 a face cord? I'm not going to do it. So anyway, Charlie wanted me to rant, and I told him, I said, well, I got a lot to add to it too, because I got another client that he's bought wood from me for the last year, year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. So it was before COVID really started. So yeah, it's going on 2 years. This guy's been buying wood from me. And last time I was out there in, was it July? Yeah, it must have been July. I was out there and took him a load, and I said, now this is the last load I can sell you at this price. I said, I'm not, trust me, it's not personal. I said, I value you guys' business just like I do everybody else's. I said, but I have to go up on my price because everything else is going up on price too. And he just stood there and nodded and, grinned, he kind of agreed with me, didn't say anything negative, that gave me any indication that he was going to be irritated about it. But I haven't heard this from this guy since. And he usually buys a load of wood from me about every 3 or 4 weeks because they burn their boiler all summer long for hot water. And so I'm figuring I lost that guy too because he went and bought from some frickin' jackass for $40 or $45 a face cord. You know what? That's fine. I hope he gets frickin' burned. I hope the guy brings him 70% of a frickin' load and calls it a day. It's not my problem. I'm just over cheap ass people. Firewood ain't cheap, people. People are cheap, and they can get over it, or they can buy wood from Joe Blow's frickin' firewood stand. I don't give a shit. So, anyway, I'm going to unload the rest of this persimmon, and I hope y'all have a good day. And I got to get this done because I'm going to start building a load of firewood for my customer to deliver on Monday. I'm going to see if she'll let me do a video of unloading there because this is a kind of a unique situation with her unloading. I have to wheelbarrow all the wood into her, and it's probably the last load I'm going to sell to her, quite honestly. So I'd like to do this before I call it conclude my business dealings with her. So anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this little rant, and I know y'all are going to agree with me. All of us firewood people are in the same boat. So we all need to stick to our price and keep the prices up. And as inflation drives the prices of everything up, we have to bring our price up. We have no choice. It's either that or I go out of business and I can't provide my service to anybody. So that's the two choices I have. So, and I don't feel guilty about it one bit, not one bit. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon.